Something is eating my beans.
How you going? I'm filming from inside my finished hothouse. It's 23 degrees outside, a lot warmer in here, so it's doing exactly what I wanted it to do. You may remember, if you've watched previous videos, it's been built from predominantly scrap. I have had to buy polycarbonate to replace it. A lot of the old stuff we had has been reused for other purposes, but it's really doing the trick. The rest of it's from scrap, so I've decided I'm going to call it the Scrap Palace because it's just meeting all of my needs straight away. I can't get over the warmth and growth that I'm seeing already in seedlings, all the things you really want from a propagation area. And a nice little spot that I can talk to you folks, the people out there as well, particularly if the weather deteriorates. But we haven't rained since it was built, so we've got to test that first. It may not necessarily actually do it, but we shall see. I'm really confident that it will do everything we need it to do.
The quince that I bought from a communal garden sale has gone from strength to strength. There's the old growth that it had when we got it. And just look how much it's putting on. I mean, this late heat that we're getting into the second month of autumn here is really, really paying off for this tree. The next batch of seeds that I put in, going incredibly well. I've got to get in here and thin these slightly older seedlings out and get them on their way. I'm really pleased here. These are my Dutch purple potted peas that I saved 2 to 3 years ago. I was really doubtful that they were going to germinate as effectively as they have, but pleased with that. If you watch the channel, you might remember that these broccoli were eaten down by a possum when I left them out before the Scrap Palace was finished. So they're coming along now beautifully well. They'll go out this weekend. I can't really leave them in here for much longer. They really need the open air and sun. And here, the strawberries that I got from that little punnet, if you remember, that tiny punnet, they're doing so incredibly well. As ridiculous as it sounds, I'm going to give this avocado seed a go. It's Good Friday here, so we've got some family coming over this evening and just preparing some salads. So this is a commercial avocado seed. I don't know the variety, but I thought, bugger it, we'll give it a go. It might come good. In the new side beds in the Scrap Palace here, I've put in some partially completed compost. If you have a look at this stuff here, you can see that it's still breaking down. Not much green matter left in it, high carbon. You guys know that I use a fair bit of wood-based cat litter gets broken down in this stuff. But basically what I want to do is create a layer cake of compost underneath another belt of soil, and then I'm going to mix more of this compost through that soil before it gets planted out. Okay, the bed's done. So now it's just wait and see what I'm going to plant in it. I don't know yet, but I'm thinking I might keep my lettuce in here over the autumn and winter just to keep an ongoing crop of salad leaves, which will be really enjoyable. Perhaps some mizuna as well. On a nice overcast morning, I just wanted to show you this kiwi vine. Can't believe how well they're going. Have a look at the new growth on it. I'm a pariah with kiwi. I've never been able to get one through to this point, and these guys are just growing so strongly. They're HAYWARD as a variety, which I know is very, very common. It's sort of the basic, one of the commercial varieties, but wow, I am super impressed. I've been working through getting all these beds prepared and planted out. You might remember, if you watched the channel before, these are my 3 corn beds. Don't quite have the height they used to before, and this is the new main central bed that I've been preparing. I've had a lot of advice on crops for this, and some of the advice that I got was from Urban Bounty, which is a great channel you should check out. Suggested beetroot, so definitely second part of the bed is going to be full beetroot bed. I've been looking through this and I'm thinking that it might be my main garlic crop bed for the season. If you remember, I had some Brussels sprouts which I've dared to delve into again. So basically they're actually going quite well. I'll bring you a bit closer to have a look at them, but they're going really, really well. My silver beet though was a real dud. I used a lot of silver beet seed. I think there was a lot of insect problems with that, but some of the plants have got away well, but I've germinated some more for my own seed in the scrap palace, so we'll see how we go. But I'll bring you in, let's have a look at these Brussels sprouts. The plants are proving to be really, really healthy. They're putting on a lot of growth really quickly. You can see here that they all seem to be quite standard in growth. I have to apologise to my neighbours in the background, screaming at something, but you know, sometimes screaming's got to be done. So there you go. Another bastion of failure for me, potentially broken, but we'll see. They've got a fruit yet. My haricot beans are drying out beautifully now. So the plan was to have a good seed crop ready for next year, to really grow a main crop that I can put away for the season. And that looks like it's what I'm going to get. So I'm really pleased. I'm putting our deciduous fruit trees out generally now to settle down for winter, go dormant, give them some protection here. There's going to be another roof built above them for my new tool shed patio, so that'll even protect them a little bit more. But they've gone so well since they've been dug up and replanted. Some from a very early development stage, some from a lot more advanced stages. So we'll see how we go. It's also time to start building up winter compost bays. So this bay here is about 1.6, 1.7 deep. It's about 800 high. So I'm trying to get that 1 cubic metre volume built up in here, and it normally does really, really well. So this is dried off now a little bit, the residual stuff from last time. It didn't quite compost all the way down because basically in this bed I didn't add any water at any time, just natural rainfall. Most of it was just garden litter, things like that, just been allowed to break down. So what I'm going to start doing now, as you can see in here, is these are some dried leaves from our corn stalks that we had. So we're just going to let this material start building up again. And over the next few days, I'm going to get this heap going progressively, ready for the next season. The afternoon's getting on, and as I said earlier, we've got people coming around, so better wrap it up for now. Some prunings here, I've got to get shredded. I might get a bit more of that done today. If not, that's a job for tomorrow. So take care. I hope to see you again soon.